What is up, guys? Welcome back to Beyond the Barrel Bourbon. That is Phil.
I'm Phil.
I'm Eric. You look tired, buddy.
A little tired.
This will wake you up.
Long week.
This will wake you up. It's been a very long week. Traffic's crazy. Mardi Gras is coming.
Hate traffic.
I hate traffic. It's miserable. Phil, 100 proof.
Yo, 100 proof.
100 proof. What you
We're
thinking?
having some 100 proofs.
I know that.
So I mean,
you guys saw on display what we're drinking, but
the kind of idea behind this 100 proof battles is we've got a couple of allocated bottles or harder to get bottles. The E.H. Taylor obviously is allocated for the most part. Old Forester 1924 obviously allocated.
batch 2.
John J. Bowman, that's
We don't get that in Louisiana.
yeah. A lot of states don't get it. In fact, I think maybe what is it, Virginia?
Yes.
Maybe Virginia.
Well, they get it, but I
or-
mean, I think my cousin gets them in Carolina and Tennessee, maybe.
It's a regional phenomenon.
Yeah.
We'll just put it that way. So you've got some of those, and then we've got an early times in here, which I've always thought was a
It's a
pretty
banger.
good 100 proof sleeper. At I think I'd probably pay around
25, 26 bucks, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, we see it on the shelf from time to time here,
Yeah.
but it's still somewhat. It's not a common everyday shelf for everyone, but the Evan Williams Bottle and Bond is.
Everywhere.
So
19,
we're kind of spanning the price range, spanning the allocation, and we're just gonna see if it matters.
Y'all comment in the comments what you guys think that what would run with what and where. I mean, I was telling him off camera. I think the Bowman's going to be pretty close to the Taylor. Just taking guesses, because generally on Taylor I get apples, but on Bowman I get green apples. But there's definitely that apple parallel there. 1924 to me would be the most unique of the group. Just because, I mean, from what I remember of 1924, it was very leathery, it was a very dark, very heavy flavor, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
But early times, I mean, it's been a banger at every single time we put it in a blind, it's done exceptionally well.
And people seem to like Evan Williams Bottle and Bond.
Yeah, they
I'm
do.
not a huge fan, but maybe in a blind I am.
I know when I've had it, it's just felt like it was very not complex. So we're gonna start with red, and guys. So this is live, so y'all don't even know what we're drinking. So we're starting with red. We're just doing this for our blind practice. So
Tell me the first note you get.
corn. I was just copying you, man. It's sweet, kind of nutty.
Getting any banana here?
No,
I feel like I'm getting a little banana here.
I'm getting more fruit on the nose of this. Banana, like Brown Foreman banana.
Yeah,
I
like banana.
I'm not seeing it. Maybe it doesn't. But then again, I got to remember we're also, when I'm thinking Brown Foreman, I'm thinking huge proof, and it's gonna burn your nostrils.
That caught me. It caught me. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. A little sip.
Well,
Fine.
sorry thing, man.
Man,
That's like
that's a punch of flavor for 100 proof, man. That's pretty intense for a 100 proof pour.
I'm getting. It's kind of nutty to me. You getting any kind of like nuttiness on the back end of that? I mean, I got it on a nose, and now I'm getting it on the back of the palate.
No. A little spicy to me, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not getting any of that.
Okay. I'm going to save some of that. Yeah, man, I thought that was pretty intense. I thought it honestly drank a little more than 100 proof on that pour.
I can see that. Let's check. I'm gonna check. I hear the phone going. I'll make sure we're not losing bars or anything here.
We're probably losing bars.
No, we've only dropped 1.8% of our frames, so it's pretty healthy. This is right now. We're pretty stable. Oh, this is a fabulous nose.
It's a little richer here.
This
A little richer
nose,
on the nose.
yeah, this nose is far richer to me. Sweeter too.
more of that, a little more of those traditional bourbon notes.
I smell.
Kind of honeyish.
I smell apple.
caramel.
I smell a little bit of apple in this. It's a light fruit, but I like that nose.
A little light fruit here.
That's all. I like that nose. I'm sipping.
Getting a little bit.
Todd said you're a nerd.
I can read what he said. He said nerds, plural.
Yeah. You account for both of us. It's very buttery on the back
feel
end
like
of
I'm
this.
getting a little bit of that wood note here.
Really?
Mhm.
This is super buttery on the back end.
Some light wood.
It tastes like butter to me.
I thought both of these were pretty pleasant. Be honest with you. I'm gonna go ahead and move to orange. I'm gonna move through them fast and then go back through them.
Yeah, it's different. I get a little bit of sweetness on the back of that, but it's not. It's too buttery
I'll
for
tell
me.
you what,
Ooh, that's a good nose too.
this one's fruity.
This is really fruity.
This one's fruity.
That's a really good nose. That's apples.
This I would anticipate is one of the,
One of the Taylor or Bowman.
yeah.
One of the traces. Yeah, I can see that. Man, it smells great.
Smells great, tastes great.
I got the wood on that one.
I hit it on that one too.
That's apples and wood right
It's
there.
a little
man.
softer on the palate than the first two, I think.
It is.
Not as quite as spicy.
I feel like it's well balanced. It was a very well balanced whiskey. I missed the beginning. How
We're
many
tasting
whiskeys did
5
you?
100 proof pours.
Yeah. So we're drinking 500 proof whiskey here. Now this one smells faint. Yellow, smells a little faint. Todd, let us know if we if you see us dropping frames. It doesn't look like we are. I mean, our levels look pretty good, but I think we're pretty good. It's very you find it very faint? It's sweet but faint.
They've all kind of had this similar kind of,
Like a sweet light fruit.
yeah, which is odd.
Mm-hmm.
That one's not really doing it for me there.
I like that one. Damn, right now for like first and second place are these two.
There's a little sassafrasy note going
Thanks,
on
buddy.
here. A little cola note.
Yeah, I like that. All right, on to
Yeah, I don't
blue.
hate that. That was better on the second sip, but again, I got the wood note.
Ooh, that's a weird nose.
This smells nutty.
That is weird.
This smells nutty.
Yeah,
Like
like ground up almonds.
God, I don't remember what those candies were called. Maybe Charleston Chew, kinda. Where it's like some kind of caramel covered in nuts.
It's like almost like a burnt toffee almost.
Yeah, I could see that.
Don't love
Or
this
like a
nose.
praline.
Pralines. Pralines are good. Yeah, I don't love that nose.
Oh, nope, that one's out. That's last. That was last for me.
I get nothing.
I
There's
definitely get something.
I mean, it's a little ethanol-y. I get the nuttiness.
I mean,
but
the
that's
nose we describe is sounds like it would be good, even though when I'm describing it, it's like super nutty.
when I'm describing it, it's supposed to sound like it's not good.
Well, if you're describing something as a praline
Oh well, no.
or toffee,
I was guessing praline when you said praline. I'm saying it smells like burnt toffee to me.
I'm gonna say that's my last place.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe I might take another sip at the end just to verify, but
Not a fan. All right, what order do you want to go in here? Do you have a favorite right now?
no, I'm in trouble.
I've got a favorite. And I got
Kind of knows what I'm talking about.
I know
in
I know
trouble.
exactly what you're talking about.
I'm in trouble.
You were in trouble Saturday also. I've got a favorite and a co-favorite.
Okay.
So like I'm at a, like a 1 and 1A right now.
Do you want to drink them next to each other?
We did. So
Okay.
like my two favorites are
Two middle here.
orange and yellow.
Two backwards. Okay.
So
Whoa, the Saints do something?
I don't know. My phone won't stop ringing.
Well then, let's just what we'll do is let's just switch these two and switch these two.
What, switch the first two and the last two?
Switch, yeah.
Well, you already put your far last way back there.
No, I'm not talking. I'm not even including that one. I'll give that time to sit, see if it gets better.
The problem is you can't. Flavor's not going to just magically appear.
Sometimes it does. It has happened.
Phil's in Phil's in trouble. No, I know. Look,
All right, so we're going nude here.
we're going nude here.
Dude,
I
I think
don't-
this smells great. Is this was one of your co-favorites?
I don't remember. No. No,
Nude
my
was the second one. This smells.
My favorites were because we switched the front two and the back two.
This
Yes.
might be my favorite nose.
my
man.
favorite were yellow and orange.
This is, I mean, really, any order we come up with, the only true surprise for me would be if Evan Williams was first. That's the only real surprise. Like any of those
What
other
would-
four bottles coming in first wouldn't surprise
What
me
would
that
be your
much.
least surprise? Well, I mean, Williams coming in last.
Yeah, of course.
This smell. If I
this is
this
so rich,
this is
man.
the leatheriest on the nose. This
I think this is really sweet smelling.
really. I mean, it's sweet. It's just not.
Really sweet.
I guess I'm kind of getting a little bit
Really
of that wood
rich,
note
I
now.
think.
I'm getting a little bit of that wood note, but it's not oak. It's like a different kind of wood, like a pecan wood. I know I've told Todd that before. He knew what I was talking about.
This is the one I told you I was getting wood on that. But it's not the only one I got wood on. And then we got red.
There's just
was
it's
our
just
first
so
one.
faint. It's just so faint. There's no. The nose makes it sound like it makes it feel like it's going to be a lot more complex.
It's smelling like oatmeal now.
It really does. Holy crap!
A little bit of that maple
It
cinnamon
smells like
oatmeal.
natural oats. It smells like it's very grainy.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Write some notes here.
I think I'm out on that one. It tastes like oatmeal.
What do we got? We got nude, yellow, and orange left.
What?
Left to drink.
We started with nude.
Nude, yellow, orange. Okay.
All right,
On
so
yellow.
on to yellow. This is, I think, these two are my favorites. Like, I think I'm out on red. I think red's gonna go back there with blue. Man, that nose is awesome.
Okay. Let me drink this one. And then start formulating a plan to get myself out of trouble.
I like that a lot. I mean, I know that's got to be Trace, just because of that sweet apple I'm getting on there.
I mean, we're in agreement so far that these three are the tops, I think. What order we'll put them in, I don't know.
Damn, I just got more oak on this one. I'm going this right. I'm in. I'm locked in.
Okay.
I think. Which one did I say? I think this is the one I said is going to go back to blue.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
I think I'm in agreement with you.
I'm out on that.
I don't think it's that bad, but
I'm out. And then I would probably put this in third. Which is weird. Dude, if I had to stab it, and I wasn't going to guess at any of these, but if I want to guess at any of this one would probably be the early times.
I mean, this one's not bad to me. Red. It's much closer to the first three than it is to the last one.
Not for me.
I love this nose on orange. Okay.
My problem with nude, there's just no complexity to it. I mean, honestly, none of these are like overly complex. You know what I mean? Like if you dip into this expecting like a Russell's 15 level of complexity, you're going to be severely disappointed.
Oh man, I love the nose on nude though. I love that.
On what?
I'm getting that pencil shaving note.
On nude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm getting that pencil shaving note, and I love it.
The nose is fine.
I taste it too.
Oh, I don't taste it.
You don't remember?
I
I
don't-
told you to taste. I was tasting the woodiness.
Excuse me. Todd, any guesses? Any guesses at what we got?
I think it's great.
Any what do you think, Todd? Like do you have any particular favorites? Just thinking about what these are?
Here's gonna be our problem.
We're gonna have to tip.
No, I don't trust your tipping at this.
None of these are gonna get well, blue would probably get obliterated. And none of these are in the upper 80s for me either.
We'll have to see, because there could be maybe an average ranking.
Maybe.
That's Adam Fayed.
What's up, Adam?
Because if I had to guess, I would guess that knowing you went all on Tater. Put the Buffalo Trace juice first.
Oh, I just based on taste, yes. I mean, and look, there's a reason this stuff is sought after. There's a reason people hunt it. There's a reason people chase it, right? If I had to shoot at it and say which one, like I'm not talking about guessing. I'm talking about like if I had to look at the 5-bottle lineup, I would probably say my order, like going in, I would say Bowman would be number 1, Taylor would be number 2, Early Times would be number 3. No, I'm lying. I would say Old Forester would be number 3.
Okay.
But I don't think it is. I think if what I'm tasting is what I'm thinking I'm tasting, I'm thinking that the 1924 is red. And it's not great for me.
These two are the top 2 for me. Orange and nude.
So orange and
These three are very close
orange
to me.
and yellow. So I'm going back to nude right now to see if I can get
2 I'm getting similar profiles on.
Todd. It is Taylor. It is Old Forester 1924. It's Early Times, Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, and John J. Bowman.
It's a hefty sniff.
There's not much in there, so I'm trying to emphasize.
That's what she said.
I was revisiting some of our shows the other
You
day.
think they can hear that subtle piano jazz in the background? Todd, can you hear the subtle piano jazz in the background going?
If he does, it's going to be very faint.
I'm playing that myself.
See that?
Well, not right now. It's a recording of
I
me.
was watching. Oh, calm down there, Bach. I was watching an old video of ours, and I was telling you earlier, my favorite one-liner in any of our episodes was on the 1792 episode. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I see that. I can see that, Todd. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I think, to me, just, and I think I said it, but I would go Bowman, then Taylor, then Old Forester. I say that, but
So which ones are we thinking? We're thinking yellow and orange are probably the trace.
yes,
We say trace on the Bowman. Allegedly.
It is.
Allegedly. No one really knows
They
what's
don't.
in it.
I thought it says on the back of the
I
bottle,
don't
Buffalo
think so.
Trace.
So, I don't think so.
Oh, I could be wrong. I don't know.
But so let's pick a favorite of these two. See if we can do that.
I was trying to. I don't have anything left of this one.
Have you picked a favorite between those
Yes,
two, though?
orange is
Okay.
my favorite right now. Let me go back to him. Let me go back to Yella. No, anyway, my favorite one line that Phil has said on our show was, "Jeff's too busy eating meat or cooking meat and crapping himself." And I heard that yesterday because my wife plays our show in the background throughout the day for support. And I walked in and I heard that and I just laughed. Dude, there's so much.
I agree with you that orange is better. So really, our only difference is going to be nude, where I'm assuming you have it third.
Yes.
I'm going to have it anywhere from first all the way down to second. What's going on in that group chat? It's blowing up.
I don't want to tell you.
So Todd said what? Buffalo Trace stuff on top?
I tell you what, these two are so close for me. They're both exceptionally delicious.
They're exceptionally delicious.
That's when I said it, I heard it. Magically delicious. I heard it. Yeah, I heard it.
What's
It
your
was-
stance on dessert cereal?
Like,
Like cereal as a dessert instead of as breakfast.
duh. Dry cereal? Like dry. I love dry.
I use I like
I like,
Fairlife. It's lactose-free milk.
yeah.
Lasts longer as well.
Does it?
Mhm.
Does it taste like milk?
Oh yeah, I think it tastes great. Tastes better.
I don't
than-
like milk.
It tastes better. It tastes just like fresh.
Really?
It has a longer shelf life too.
No, I like, what is it? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I think that's probably one of my favorite, like, desserty
Dude,
cereals.
this nose is great.
Which one?
Nude. I love
Dude,
it.
I got nothing on it, bro.
I love it.
What do you,
Don't tase me, bro.
what do you think that is?
Remember that?
Uh-uh.
Don't tase me, bro.
What-
Todd remembers that.
What is that?
The Florida Gators fan got tased doing something. Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tease me, bro. Do you have any guesses? I mean, would you think that's? I don't think that's a 1924
What?
nude. I think
I
that's
don't know.
I think that's probably the early times.
It could be. I mean, I did.
Is
I-
early times Beam?
No.
I didn't think so. I'm trying to think of what. It's a big.
No,
brand.
so I'm pretty.
I thought it was Brown Foreman actually.
The older, I think the newer stuff is Sazerac on now.
The black label
This
was
is
Brown
this is
Foreman,
the blue
right?
screw cap, not the yeah.
Who makes early times?
I don't know. I'll say I did my first ever 100 proof blind, annual 100 proof blind, where we did more bottles than this. In early times,
Sazerac, you were right. Sazerac.
made it like top 4 or 5.
It's always done. It's always done well.
Every 100 proofer I have.
The only thing that I think I've had that beat that in its price range was the old Granddad 114. But I think when I've had them double blind, I think that actually beat the old Granddad.
I mean, it's been a while since I've had the 1924, and that was their previous
Yeah, we had batch one.
release. I'm assuming since these all kind of hit the market at the same time here, that this is not an old first release bottle, but their second release of it, I'm assuming. I mean, there's really no indicators on the bottle. Maybe there's a etch code or something on the glass, but
I'm calling it audible.
audible. Okay. Man, we are screwed.
We are boned.
We are screwed because
My order's
that
in.
means we don't have.
Nothing agree except blue. Well, hold on. We didn't go back to blue. Oh Lord, smell it.
Nope.
Oh.
Blues last. It is.
There's absolutely nothing there.
Look, I'm not convinced that man, yeah, one of these has got this. This is a trace, and
Well, I
this
think-
is a is a trace tube. Yeah, but I'm sticking.
You going? It was a last second audible for me. I got a little bit more sweetness on yellow.
I don't know if that's my first. I like nude a lot more than you.
I don't dislike it. I just don't. I don't think it runs with the other two personally.
Because it's giving me something different. It's less sweet.
How about we do this? You tip your favorite, I tip my favorite, and we tip our last place.
Oh, I don't even have a first yet.
I
I told you I'm in trouble.
guys, I'm sorry. I don't have a way to pause this to bring it back when he figures it out.
They understand, man.
They don't understand.
They understand.
Most people say, "Hey, look, I want today. I'm feeling."
There's 150,000 people watching right now. I'm gonna guarantee you some of them understand what's going on here. You've got some quality bottles. These are some of my favorite 100 proofers up here, man.
Agreed. Minus the Evan Williams.
And maybe this is Evan Williams.
You would hope so.
I'm gonna
because if it is, then
if this is Evan Williams,
you're gonna go buy a case of it tomorrow.
I'm gonna buy it at whatever 17 bucks. Maybe not a case, but
a couple bottles.
I don't own a bottle of it, so I will buy a bottle.
Sure you do. The office owns a bottle of it.
Oh, you didn't even notice that. I think Evan Williams. So I had. Remember when we had the eggnogs? I dropped one and the cap broke, and I swapped your Evan Williams top with the eggnog, and then when we threw the eggnogs away, I put them back. So for like a month, that Evan Williams sat with like a cracked cap on it, not perfectly sealed.
So I mean, I guess that goes to show how much we enjoy the Evan Williams.
You've definitely had partaken more in that than I have.
Because I listen. We
research purposes.
Well, that's what I mean. It's kind of one of those things where it's like I know people love it, and I want to explore it and try to figure out why.
I love this note.
I've still
this pencil shaving note, man.
Not figured. I didn't get it.
That's a fruit bomb. These three are really close to me.
I would tell you if I'm drinking, like just sipping on that, just that last little sip I had, that's got me convinced that that's Beam.
We don't have any Beam.
I don't think we have any Beam up there. That's what I'm telling you. I would be convinced that was Beam because of how there's just some kind of weird, or not Beam, Heaven Hill. It's got some kind of like a nuttiness quality to it that I'm not in love with.
Man,
it's fine.
I'm gonna rank Heaven Hill. I'm gonna rank Evan Williams in the top 2.
You might.
I might.
The most expensive bottle up there is the 1924,
yes.
About $1.20, right?
No, that's what our Total Wine charges.
Oh Lord, yeah, our Total Wine is thrown off.
I think they charge like $115 for it,
but like what's SRP on? It's like 99, 100.
Closer to 100, I think.
Okay, but again, it's
if we can even talk about prices on YouTube.
No, it's true. Yeah, apparently YouTube is holding the man down because they're thinking we're selling alcohol, which we're clearly not. Don't buy alcohol.
We're not selling alcohol.
Right.
We're not selling. I'm not going to tell you to go anywhere to buy it. Also, I love you, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, you're great.
I love you. Cut this, use it in a promo. You're freaking fabulous. You have my permission to cut that, put it in a promo for YouTube.
As long as you give us our stuff back.
Okay, I got to pick a winner here.
Yeah, you do, because we're sitting on 30 minutes already. These people are bored, bro.
Our early shows used to be like
48 minutes after edit.
Hour and 20 minutes pre-edit.
There's been a couple longer episodes in there, man.
Okay, so these are my bottom 3.
No stuff.
Yeah, so the real potential here for this shocker is this nude here. Whatever that is. If it's Evan Williams, it's Evan Williams. I know a certain lucky guy that would appreciate that.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, he bobs around from different store to store looking for it.
Okay. These are within one tip to me. I'll just say that. I'll go with orange to so I think we can have a more distinct number one.
Well, yellow is my number 1.
I know, but orange is your number 2.
Yes.
So if I put it at 1, then we have a first place. Yeah. It
Yeah.
averages 1.5. It's the winner. So I'll go orange and then nude.
And then I'll go orange and then nude.
What?
I'm going to go yellow, orange, then nude.
Okay.
So it's, yeah, orange is going to win.
So our only difference really is I
Blue-
put yellow at third, you put it at first.
Right. Yeah, so that puts it in second, basically, right?
Sure, we can go with your ranking other than
No,
just
I'm
swap
asking.
'em.
I'm just,
I'm not good at math. I'm a
mean-
lawyer. I went to law school, so I didn't have to take math classes. That's
you should see the math.
at
that-
least in my top 2 reasons I went to law
you
school.
should see the math that we have to do in real
No,
estate.
I
man.
don't want to. I do the math for you on my software.
That's what I mean.
I do see it.
So clearly blue would be in last place.
Mhm.
Clearly, like far. I tell you what, red was closer to blue for me than it was to the top 3.
Yeah.
Would any of
I
these
think there's a slight gap.
would any of these crack 80 for you? Now keep in mind.
No.
how
I think 2 of them are upper 70s.
that's where I'm at.
One of them's about a mid 70s.
Where would you put blue? Low 60s. It's hard to drink, man. It's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
61, 62.
I'm kind of in the 59 to 60 range. It's not good.
61, 62, yeah.
I would not be
I-
shocked.
it's
if
not-
that-
It's not
I would be shocked if that's not the $17 whiskey.
it's not that it's bad. It's just
It's-
that
it's
in
bad.
comparison to the other bottles, it just doesn't stack up. It just doesn't do it.
It's not good. And if that's what we think it is, their eggnog
you
is
tipped it?
is great. What?
You tipped that?
59 to 60.
So if you're saying it's not good, you got to go below 50.
That was a mistake.
What do you mean?
That was
So
a mistake. I did not mean to rank it
Your
that
tip
poorly.
or you saying it's not good?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about why you're telling me to go below 50.
No, I'm talking about this. If you think it's not good, you got to go below 50.
Fine, 40.
50 is average.
50 is not average. 70's closer to average.
50, when you're on a scale and you don't know price, we don't know how much it costs. We don't know what it is.
Right.
50 is average.
44.
Okay.
44.
So I think that's your officially lowest tip
Yes.
on this show.
Yes.
That
Where
goes
would you?
low.
All right. So now go ahead and score it. Now that you're giving me a baseline.
That was my score.
What?
61, 62.
so
I
you're-
don't think it's.
Oh, I think it's.
I don't
awful.
think anything we had was
To
particularly
be
offensive.
fair, red. Let me go, because clearly I've left it. I didn't care for it.
Red's upper 60s to me. Which means something in this lineup is going to disappoint me. Because there are not 260.
So
range.
red. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna tell you. Red might be.
I'll put red right at 69, 70. It's not nearly.
It's not as bad as blue.
It's a step up from blue for me.
It's a slight step up from blue for me, so I'll call it 51.
But even
But-
still,
but
there are
if-
4 bottles up here that I think, in my mind, in the past I've had it, are better than 70. And which means something in this lineup's disappointing me. Or with nude, something's really surprising me to cancel it out.
Red. Okay, so if on our normal tip scale, I'd probably say red's probably 69 to 70
I would agree with you.
on our normal scale.
This is just my scale without knowing price or anything.
But if I'm running out, I'm not
Nothing
running,
in here is overly expensive, other than unless you count the Old Forester.
I'm not running out to buy red.
Okay.
So no matter what the price is, I'm not running out to buy it.
The
So you ready to
first
do,
3 are I wouldn't regret buying.
The first two, for
Knowing
me-
everything I've paid for the bottles up there, if they're in the top 3, I'm fine.
the first two are.
Let's just start with left to right. What's your first on the left?
I think it was red. Let me look. No, I'm lying. It was yellow.
Yellow.
Taylor.
John Jay.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I mean, that's kind of what I said going into it.
I mean, you're looking at. I mean,
John Jay's just.
we
harder to
suspect they're
get.
both Buffalo Trace juice. I don't think we officially know what's in the John Jay Bowman. I think the Taylor. I don't know what the Bowman MSRP is now. They're similar MSRP. They're similar.
What is?
The Bowman and the.
In the Taylor?
in the Taylor.
Bowman's a little bit more. Bowman, I think, is about $65.
Is it 65 now? It's going up then. Well,
Um,
everything's really going up. The Taylor, I think, is about 55 now.
So apparently the product is distilled twice at a sister distillery, but is not one of the 4 standard Buffalo Trace mash bills.
Okay, so let's say, are we giving
Oh wait,
this?
That's
I ranked it third. You ranked it first. That's going to put it at second.
Okay.
So
n-
John Jay Bowman comes out
second place,
number 2.
but it was my favorite. Second moving
Come on.
Red.
I want this
Red.
one to do well.
red.
Early
1924.
times.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And now that I smell it, I'm
It's-
smelling that.
It's
There's
nuttier.
something.
It's
not
nuttier
nu-
to me.
What you're interpreting as nutty, I see it. I'm getting it as kind of doughy.
Okay, so that would put to me nude's gonna be 1924.
Nude.
Which brings us to our next color.
I don't know. What's your third?
That's what I say. Our next color, nude. 1924.
I could have easily ranked this first.
Oh, not me. It wasn't. Even
I could have
close.
easily
Me-
ranked this first. This is 79.80 for me.
Really?
Yeah, I told you I'm getting that.
I didn't get it.
And I suspected this was the Old Forester.
That's not the one you were getting bananas on.
I don't think so.
It wasn't. I don't remember what color we started with. We'd have to go.
But
back
I'm
and look,
smelling this now. I don't get bananas. No, this does taste in kind of that woodiness profile that I think I'm getting.
So-
That woody, it tastes older.
Do we even need to reveal the next? Because I mean, I think we know what's what at this point.
So,
So I'm gonna say next is blue. Blue is clearly Evan Williams,
yes.
and then
So
orange.
no huge surprise. Yeah.
Orange is Taylor.
Orange is Taylor. So, we went.
We ranked Taylor first,
Yes.
and John Jay second. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Overall,
You also
I like.
you also put 1924 in third.
No, I put it in second, but almost put it in first.
Okay.
The Taylor and the Old Forester are my top 2.
Yeah. See,
And
for-
honestly, any given day, profile wise, honestly, the Forester is the reason I ranked the Taylor first was so we'd have a first play.
well, we would have had a first place anyway.
These were almost inseparable to me, so I'll just say that. Not this, but the Taylor and the Old Forester.
So initially I had the Taylor first.
The Old Forester, profile wise, stood out the most to me.
Oh, see, and my problem is I didn't get anything off of. It was so like for me there was just not a whole lot there.
It tasted the oldest to me. Got the most.
Wow,
Got
I
the
didn't
most.
get any of that.
Got the most.
And even after you said it, I was chasing it. I was trying to find it, and I just couldn't find it.
It's less sweet.
Which,
It's less sweet, which was benefiting it honestly because it's sandwiched in between 2 Buffalo Trace
yeah,
fruity bottles. In that, I love that wood profile. I love that.
I love
what
wood
I call
too, but
Pincy.
I didn't
Yeah,
get
but
it.
I was.
I wish.
So these 2 are hovering around the 80s for me. The Taylor and the.
So I was gonna say I would probably put the Bowman at an 80 because that's what I ranked first.
Okay.
And honestly, it just depends on the day of the week for me. I could give it an 80 today and give it a 74 tomorrow. I guess a lot of it depends on what it's against. But to me, and you remember I had Taylor as number 1 the whole time. I had orange number 1 the whole time, and then towards the end, I got more sweetness and more oak on the Bowman.
Let's do a summary on this 45-minute live.
Dude, for real.
Um,
Well, we're at 42.
What's your biggest disappointment?
19,
easy for me.
1924.
Early times.
1924. Well,
Early times was my biggest disappointment.
What was early times was red?
Red.
Yeah, I didn't expect the early times to be able to run with the legacies.
It did for me in the past. If you like Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, great. Cheap bottle.
Cheap. Dude, if you like it,
Buy it up. I don't get it.
So what was your biggest disappointment?
Early times.
Early times. So, yeah, so what was your biggest surprise? I'm not surprised. I have no surprises in this.
I mean, possibly I could have thought swapped Bowman and Taylor in my mind, maybe. But there's really no surprises in here for me.
So I guess the surprise for me is that I didn't like the 1924 as much as I was hoping I would. You're talking about a bottle that's essentially 40% more price-wise than the rest of them.
I mean, I think it's, let me put it this way. I think it's a little overpriced, yes. It's a little overpriced. It's a good bottle of whiskey, though.
It's
it
fine.
tastes good.
It's fine.
It's a profile I like. I think it would I mean, it's about $25 too much, maybe.
Yeah, I can see that.
But
I couldn't get over how early times just didn't. And you had early times far closer to the top 3, and I had it far closer to the bottom.
it was closer to the top 3 than it was to the Evan Williams. Evan Williams.
Evan Williams is not good to me.
It's never been.
It's not.
I don't get it.
I don't like nuttiness, but
Some people do, though.
no, I know. And if you like that nuttiness, then that's right up your alley. No, it's just nothing. So, I don't know.
In conclusion, is E.H. Taylor worth the MSRP? Yes.
Yes.
It's a good bottle.
And
of
then
whiskey,
also,
man. It's good.
Also, in conclusion, whereas I am not the tater king, apparently I'm a tater because I consistently put 107 and Taylor above a lot of other stuff. So,
1924.
I'll
I
drink-
mean, maybe we'll do our own like a separate show on the 1924.
where it's not against other stuff.
Because as I've said in the past, I don't think a blind is necessarily the best way to figure
agree.
out. A lot of people would disagree. I don't think it's the best way to figure out what you like.
I don't either.
Because what it's going to do is a blind's going to make certain notes stand out that wouldn't necessarily stand out if you just came home, poured something, and drank it.
Exactly.
And you want I want a nice pour or something. So for me, the best way to do it is a Miskey. One pour, you don't know what it is. You
Yep.
drink it, you like it, you don't, you tip it, whatever. That's the best way to do it.
Early times used to be made by Brown Forman, but the label
Yeah.
was sold to Sazerac. Sorry, I'm behind now. All right, guys, listen,
Yeah.
with that, we
black
appreciate it.
black
Thanks-
top, if you get a black top, apparently they're.
I hear that's the best ones. Thanks for tuning in again. We will see y'all next week, hopefully with some really more entertaining stuff. And maybe YouTube will let us have our
Also, the
our viewership
we've
back.
got the Still Lost in Blue Corn.
We do have the blue corn. We are getting ready to drop with Edgar, so that's going to be a good one. So
What we'll do after that, who knows?
who knows?
103 proof showdown.
Get your Green River thing ready to throw. Let's go.
Like
You're never ready. Let's go. Throw it, man. Throw it.
I'm gonna throw it just like this. I'm not even gonna move my.
Yeah, because if you try to throw it any other way, you're going to knock the glasses down. Phil's out.
I'm out.
Oof. You banked it,